Praise God. Dr. Weathers here from Moments of Miracles Mom. And there's an article I just seen. You know, many of us saw Beyonce's picture. She's pregnant and she's having twins. But this article entitled How Beyonce's Pregnancy Pictures Challenge Racism. And I just got to share this article with you. I believe this article really is trying to keep schism among the races. And believe me, it really is doing just that. People want to see exactly what Trump is going to do. And for some reason, this country really wants war among races. And I don't understand why. But let God have his way. Because Trump is now president. And let's see what he's going to do. Let me continue reading this article for Black History Month. Beyonce is making her own history. From Newsweek, Katie Edwards. This article was originally published on The Conversation. Read the original article. On the first day of the United States Black History Month, Beyonce revealed her second pregnancy in a series of striking and beautiful images reappropriating classical and religious iconographic. The central image posted on her Instagram account depicts the artist and the activist in the style of the Virgin Mary, wearing a veil, surrounded by a halo of flowers. The announcement and accompanying image quickly became the most liked post on Instagram, and numerous press articles appeared attempting to decode the symbolism in Beyonce's visual essay. Oh God. The New York Post on page 6 seemed like she's on the first page. Be miraculous. Mother of God. Singers pregnant with twins. Conception. Oh Lord. I don't know what to say about what's going on with us today. I want you to see these pictures for yourself, because seeing them is believing them. Yes, this is Black History Month, and we have started our Black History Month with one theme, and that was the 12 inventors. But here we go. Millstone pregnancy cards. Who knew what Beyonce was thinking when Beyonce took that picture? Did anyone care to ask Beyonce? Because I myself would like to know, what did she think? While The Guardian and Vogue picked up on the Virgin Mary imagery and its association with authority and virtue, the New York Post went the furthest, dictating in front page to the Immaculate Conception. Can you imagine? The Virgin Mary is traditionally represented in art as a white woman. Often, her complexion takes the palest possible hue, apparently connoting holiness and innocence. Cultural critic Richard Dyer showed that in Western representations, whites are overwhelmingly and disproportionately predominant, have the central and elaborate roles, and above all are placed as the norm. The ordinary, the standard, white are everywhere in representation. Whiteness then occupies a position of cultural hegemony as normal and neutral and religious iconographic that quite literally represents whiteness as divine, is a means of reproducing white power and superiority. So I guess that's what Beyonce is trying to really say here. She's trying to tell us about the change because she's definitely not the Madonna. But could she also be sharing how she's feeling at this moment, being pregnant with twins? You know, how special that is, and how she understood her marriage was really on the rock. So now, how is it going to be? So she wants to remember this moment because there's no way no one ever took a picture of the Virgin Mary pregnant. Okay? Because back then, showing the belly wasn't as it is today. Today, it's so glamorous. And back then, only thing women wanted to do was hide and get it over with because we stood out. Today, people want to be seen. Different era. Beyonce, we would like to share our love and happiness. We have been blessed 2 times over. We are incredibly grateful that our family will be growing by 2. And we thank you for your well wishes. The Carters. Now, 9,962,559 people that followed her liked what she had to say and what she put on her Instagram page. So let me, here we go again. Some people are just taking some of this stuff out of proportion. And I really have to say that. You know, people who have fame need to have some privacy. Okay? Beyonce's beautiful reappropriation of Virgin Mary iconographic offers a biting critique of this supreme exemplar of feminine whiteness and the ideology that constructs and perpetuates it. But Beyonce is black. She has brown skin. Why are we getting it twisted? This is what Trump is talking about the news reporting badly. At a moment when white supremacy is echoed in the American First slogan of the new United States President Donald Trump, Beyonce simultaneously dislodges white from its central place in religious iconographic and Trump from his recent monopoly of press headlines. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Because you guys keep taking your focus off what is important in the 21st century. Let's continue. Challenging cultural norm. Beyonce is no stranger to the appropriation of religious iconography to challenge cultural norms. cultural critic, and theoretic bell hook coined the term oppositional glaze in 1992 to see, name, question, and ultimately transform oppressive, racialized images. In 2013, the singer released the video for Mine, in which she also portrayed as the Virgin Mary, this time to recreate Michelangelo La Pietà, literally surrounded by whiteness, to subvert the racist and sexist ideas around ownership and black women. Go, girl. Bevo. Christian imagery often prescriptive images of socially approved women. As Kelly Brown Douglas argued, positive images define what female goodness looks like and urges women to imitate and qualities of these images. Images of the Virgin Mary are central to Western culture as a symbol of idol femininity that equates whiteness with beauty, purity, virtue, and artistic representation of the Mother of Christ have helped to define how women are publicly represented. And here she's saying she's black and she deserves the same right. As black women, we deserve to be seen as the Virgin Mary unless our behavior shows differently. And you can get angry with me because it's about behavior. Praise God. But Beyonce doesn't simply create a powerful and iconic image of black femininity in her pregnancy announcement images. Images of the Virgin Mary usually depicts her fully clothed, including a head covering, not a veil. Okay? So see where you guys have taken this to. The Virgin Mary's attire must suggest chastity, purity, and sexual and spiritual virtue. Remember, she was the Virgin Mary. There's no way that Beyonce is trying to be the Virgin Mary. This picture depicts her as a mother to be. Again, having twins. Simple, sweet, pure, innocent. This picture that she portrayed should be seen as chaste, pure, should show the sexual and spiritual side of her virtue as a wife and an already mother. And yet she's doing something that many women can't, and that's to have twins. Amen? To have twins. In this day and age, we're finding more and more women having multiple births because they take fertility pills. But I don't think this was the case with her. So she's showing off. She's proud to be who she is and to be able to tell us she's expecting twins. God bless her. Beyonce also subverts this idea by posing in mismatched lingerie, cradling her pregnant belly, and in doing so fuses elements of the Jezebel, one of the most prominent stereotype of black women with Virgin Mary imagery. This boldly challenges concepts of acceptable female sexuality and racialized stereotypes. Again, how we are perceived as a people. And yet, Mrs. Trump can wear nothing at all, and that's appropriate. The media, the news, and the press have gone too far now. They're taking innocence and they're turning it into trash. And they're taking trash and turning it into innocence. This is what the world has come to in 2017. Black women came to be associated with Jezebel, another stereotype based on a biblical character during slavery, when the black women, as Jezebel, was a perfect foil to the white middle class woman who was pure, chaste, and innocent. There's nothing pure and chaste about her if she's not having sex with her husband and he has to come in and force slave women. What is chaste about her? The Jezebel stereotype was used to rationalize sexual autocracy against black women, and its insidious influence persists in contemporary cultures. Yes, it does. Sociologist Anthony Cortez found that in a popular culture, black women are often othered, analyzed, and exoticized, associating women of color with primitivity or wild sexuality. And this is what you've done with the First Lady, Michelle Obama. So this is a white superiority mentality. I didn't want to say this, but I just got to say this. You know, it's interesting how the white man always trying to feel like they're superior than the black man. But this particular presidential election showed us how deceptive the black man counterpart is. President Obama and First Lady Obama did not realize that Mr. Trump and Mrs. Trump knew they were going to steal Michelle Obama's speech, give it to his wife, and laugh about it later among a bunch of white people. And that's what they did. And guess what? The white people laughed. They thought it was funny. They didn't think it was odd. But prior to him winning the election, oh, it was a mistake. Her speechwriters. No, it was purposely done. White people are always stealing from black people. Think about the light bulb. Con Edison tried to steal it from a black man. As long as we're creating and we allow you to steal our things and not say anything, everything is cool. But once we decide to let the world know the truth, then we have a problem. Michelle Obama arms were a problem. But look at this woman showing her whole body. And if you ask me, she is the first lady, but my perception of it, she's the first lady, and her husband is saying, if you want her, you can have her for a price. And that's what I get from the American way. And I'm so sad to have to put it that way. Amen. And this is why we have no peace in this country. And this is why racism continues. And it is out of the closet now. And so far, it's staying out of the closet because now, since President Obama is no longer president and Mr. Trump is now president, it is okay to show your prejudice in public. Black, not white. For example, where all women are objectified and hypersexualized in advertising, Black women are far more often marked as hypersexual and subhuman. Or to take novelist Alice Walker's famous words, where white women are depicted as human bodies, if not beings, Black women are depicted as S blank blank blank. You fill in the blank. The cultural residue of the Jezebel stereotype means, therefore, that Black women continue to be more vulnerable to sexual assault, and psychologist Carolyn M. West explained Black women may receive a double dose of cultural rape myths, those that target all survivors and those that claim Black women especially for deserving the assault. Can you believe this? So you're saying to us that it's okay for Black women to get raped because we deserve it, but white women do not. Let it all hang out now. Why America is going to the dogs. It's coming to a head. Thank you, Jesus. In the image accompanying her pregnancy announcement, Beyonce simultaneously confronts and undermines the historical, racial, and sexist stereotype of the Virgin Mary and Jezebel, and responds to the association between whiteness and purity that remains alive and kicking in Western culture. Bow down. This is what the vice president is pushing. This is what Trump is pushing. And now this is what Katie Edwards is director of the S, is that LLBS at the University of Sheffield. Well, Miss Edwards, we do not agree with you at all. But I will be happy to post this